Hey everybody, it is time once again to look at the hottest and coldest teams currently in the NHL. Quite a few of these have changed since last week, but a lot at the top has still remained the same. We'll get into all of that in this video, but before we begin, today's sponsor is BetUS, America's favorite sports book. Check out the link down in the description. You can get a sign-up bonus of up to 125% on your initial deposit when you get started with BetUS today. It's a great day to start winning. Well, let's get into it now, looking at the hottest teams first. Coming in at number 5, we have the St. Louis Blues, who are 6-4-0 in their last 10 games, but are in a 6-game winning streak, which have been playing significantly better after finally breaking that 8-game losing streak that they were on. And the Blues made a big flip-flop from the cold list to the hot list here over the last couple of weeks. And obviously a great turnaround for them as they have now won 6 in a row. Number 4, we've got the Colorado Avalanche, who are 7-3-0 in their last 10 games. They've won 2 straight. And after a little bit of a slow start, Colorado is definitely looking like Colorado is supposed to, and playing good hockey here recently. Another team that is finally breaking out of a slow start and looking like they're supposed to is the Tampa Bay Lightning. They are 7-2-1 in their last 10. They've won 4 in a row and are now 3rd on the hottest teams list this week. I believe Tampa's first appearance on this list this season. And a similar story, team that has very high expectations, got off to a little bit of a slow start, but now that we're a month or so into the season, has really gotten on track and started to play like the top tier team that they are. Number 2 remains the same as last week. The Boston Bruins, 9-1-0 in their last 10 games. They have won 6 straight now with their win over Chicago last night. And the Bruins continue to absolutely roll this season. Only 2 losses on the year and the best record in the NHL. Boston has been absolutely outstanding, but they're not number 1. And that is because the New Jersey Devils still reign supreme, continuing their winning streak. They have not lost in 12 straight games now, all in the win column. Obviously 10-0-0 in their last 10. And they are chasing the Bruins as fast as they can to try and get that top spot in the Eastern Conference. But Boston's not really losing a lot either. So it's just kind of those two running away with it at the top. And New Jersey has been absolutely insane so far this season. Obviously, this win streak is unbelievable. 12 in a row. You don't see that very often. And the Devils are still the number 1 hottest team in the NHL. So those are the hot teams: St. Louis, Colorado, Tampa, Boston, and New Jersey. Now we'll switch things over to the other side of the coin, teams where it's not going all that well. And that is the coldest team, starting at number 5 with the Philadelphia Flyers, who are 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. They lost last night in overtime, so they get an OT1 in the streak column, but just 2 wins in their last 10. Obviously, that is not going to get you very far in the NHL as far as trying to gain points. And all of these teams actually have just 2 wins in their last 10. So these definitely records stuck out as far as coldest teams go. Number 4 is the Washington Capitals. Oh boy, have they been struggling. 2-6-2 in their last 10. L1 in the column. They lost last night in regulation. It hasn't been a great year for the Capitals, and it certainly hasn't really shown anything that makes me think it's going to get a whole lot better. Maybe if they can get a little bit healthier, they'll start to put some more wins in the win column, but they are digging themselves a hole early in this season and have found their way on the coldest teams list this week. Number 3, the Chicago Blackhawks, 2-5-3 in their last 10, and they have lost 3 straight in regulation, including getting spanked 6-1 last night by the Bruins. The Blackhawks, who actually kind of started the season a little bit better than expected, are finally starting to fall back to earth and start to be that bottom tier team that many of us expected them to be this season. A team that has openly said that they're rebuilding and, weren't really trying to be competitive. They were competitive for the first few weeks of the year, but have really started to come back down now and look like the team that was going to be in the Connor Bedard sweepstakes, which they still very well may end up in. Number 2, we've got the Ottawa Senators. They are on this list again as they continue to really, really struggle. 2-7-1 in their last 10 games. They lost yesterday. Again, only 2 wins in their last 10, 7 regulation losses. It's not even like they're losing in overtime a lot and picking up points. Like, just absolutely brutal for Ottawa, a team that was expected to be so much better this year and really had some higher expectations, have not even come close to living up to them yet. And it might be another long year in Ottawa with the way that things are going right now. And finally, number 1, the coldest team in the NHL, the Buffalo Sabres, 2-8-0 in their last 10, and they have lost 8 straight now. Buffalo is really, really struggling, and they got off to a good start, too. I mean, this was a team that kind of had people talking, I would say 3-4 weeks ago, had everybody talking. They, at one point, were as high as second place in the Atlantic Division. They've dropped all the way down to last in the Atlantic Division now, and it has just been a brutal, brutal stretch for Buffalo. And 8 straight losses, still haven't broken that streak. We'll see if that continues or if they're finally able to get back into the win column at some point soon. But it's looking like another year of no playoffs for the Buffalo Sabres. So those are your coldest teams in the NHL: Philadelphia, Washington, Chicago, Ottawa, and Buffalo. And that is the list for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Before you go, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. You can check out Off the Wall Hockey across all social media and the Linktree link in the description. If you want to further support the channel, the links to our merchandise store, membership, and donations are down in the description as well. Please keep spreading the word about this channel. Let's keep this thing growing. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you all soon.